Our coffee breaks with researchers aim to spread knowledge about regional development and innovation. By sending a camera around the world, we present you with different angles and insights on the topic. We ask researchers directly and in a personal manner about their work. We want to make scientific knowledge accessible to all. Hi, welcome to Coffee Break with Researchers. Today, I'm having a coffee break with Cristina Chaminade. She's a professor at the Department of Economic History at Lund University in Sweden, and she has a particular expertise in globalization of innovation. Hello, Cristina. Thank you for accepting my invitation to my coffee break. How are you doing?
Yeah, thank you. I'm doing very well. Thanks, Lorena.
I'm having today a Colombian black coffee. Which one are you having?
I'm having a Swedish coffee, which is very, very strong, so I'm having it with a lot of milk.
I haven't tried that one, but it'll be really good to try. Today I want to talk with you about one of your recent papers in which you study the path renewal of textile regions in Sweden and Italy. Could you please tell me what the paper was about?
Yeah. The paper is actually, we are trying to analyze and discuss whether processes of transformation are possible in regions that are highly specialized in one industry. And we are looking at Prato and Borås. They are two regions in Italy and Sweden respectively, and they are highly specialized in the textile industry and have been for centuries.
This is a very interesting topic. Could you tell me your main findings?
Well, the main findings are that path renewal and creation is possible, and this goes a little bit against what the literature tells us, that usually if you are very specialized, there are more limited possibilities for path creation and renewal, and we found that it is possible, but there are three conditions that need to be in place. One is that there is variety within the specialization. The other one is that there are extra regional networks. And the third one is that we need a certain degree of alignment between regional policies and national policies.
Is there any reason why you chose Italy and Sweden?
This was part of a European Union project, and there were many different regions in the project, but I had the opportunity to be in Italy for 6 months. And that was very good because I could be part directly on the interviews also there. So it was a very interesting case also because both of them were specialized in textiles. So we could choose the same industry into regions in Europe and look at these processes of transformation.
So there was a bit of a personal motivation in doing this, right? Or did you have any other driver in doing your research?
No, I mean, it was this European Union project, and of course, I mean, Italy is always very appealing for us living in the north, so it was very nice to be able to spend the springtime in Italy and conduct the interviews there. So there was a personal motivation.
And which challenge did you have in doing it?
Yeah, there were some important challenges that had to do with securing the interviews. We were expecting that it would be much easier to secure the interviews in Sweden and maybe not so much in Italy. And at the end, it resulted that it was the other way around. It was much easier to conduct the interviews in Italy and much more difficult to secure interviews here in Sweden.
Wow, I wouldn't expect that either. So do you have any implications for policy making based on your research?
Yeah, the main implication is actually related to this coordination between regional and national policies. For example, in the case of Sweden, it was very clear that they adopted a very radical proposal of transformation, and for that they got the support from the regional government and the national government, and they were very aligned and they provided all the support for the transformation. In the case of Italy, the regional government is more supporting the business as usual in Italy, while the national government is more willing to support these more novel manufacturers, more novel entrepreneurs. So there is a lack of alignment between the regional and the national policies, which actually prevents or hinders the transformation processes in Prato.
Do you have any potential path for future research in this field?
Yeah, actually, one of the spillovers from this project in Italy was to try to look at processes of transformation, in this case in the wine industry. And we wanted to look at the role of international consumers, in this case Swedish consumers, supporting this transformation. So yeah, that is the next step in the process.
Looking forward to that paper already. I wish you all the best for your future research, and thank you very much for having this nice chat with me. Hope to see you next time at next coffee break.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested in more details about this research, find here the link to the academic publication. Bye-bye.